goal or objective. Why are you learning that language? I completely understand that when you start learning a language, you might not have like a clear goal or objective. Hi everyone, welcome to Swahili Kingdom. My name is Connie. I speak 6 languages, 4 of which I have taught myself at home without a tutor yet. But hopefully I'm going to get a tutor to help me get really strong in these languages that I have taught myself. And in this channel you're going to get tips on how you can learn a language on yourself. Okay, and if you need a tutor, I am here to help you, especially in Swahili. And today in this video we are going to talk about mindset and language learning. We are going to see, does mindset affect language learning or language acquisition? First, we are going to start by defining what is a mindset, what is language learning, and what is language acquisition. And we are going to see top 3 things to have. Top 3 things to have for you to not be shaken in language learning. And after that, at the end, I'm going to give you 7 things that can help you improve your mindset. 7 things that can help you improve your mindset. So you're going to identify your mindset and see which mindset do you want to have. Do you want to have a fixed mindset, a growth mindset? Do you want to have this, to have that in language learning? So I'm telling you this from the experience that I have gotten in language learning, from the languages that I have learned, and from the experience I have gotten. I want to share this one with you for you to learn languages easily, faster, and more efficiently. So let's start. Does mindset affect language learning or language acquisition? What is a mindset? What is a mindset? What is a mindset? Actually, I define a mindset as a set of rules that you have in your brain that tells you subconsciously to do this, to do that, even sometimes when you are on autopilot. Autopilot is a state where you are not consciously thinking, but you are doing things. Take an example of driving a car. Okay, when you start driving a car, you will be very conscious, go this way as a learner. But as you get used to driving a car, for example, maybe 5 years, 10 years, you will automatically start driving. Let's say if you are driving in a specific route, you're going to know, like your brain will be knowing, I'm going to take a corner, blah, blah, blah. Or let's say eating, you no longer consciously know that I'm chewing or whatever, you can just eat. Or whatever thing that is now automated or on autopilot. Okay, that is what I call a mindset. And there is a way you can change your mindset if your mindset has been doing things that you didn't like and you want them to do things that it likes. From the new thing that has been introduced, I don't know if it's new anymore, that has been introduced, and it's called neuroplasticity. How your mind can grow. Okay, so in mindset, we have 2 mindsets, as Carol Dweck, a psychologist, defined it. If you have not read that book on mindsets by Carol Dweck, I will advise you go and read it, and you see where your mindset is, how you can improve it, because we can always improve. We are human beings, and that is our superpower, to always improve and keep improving day in, day out. Be a better person every day. Yeah. So Carol Dweck said there are 2 types of mindset in her book Mindsets. Okay, so she said there are 2 types of mindsets. The first one is a fixed mindset, and the second one is a growth mindset. What is a fixed mindset? A fixed mindset is a mindset that, like, it knows this is the way to do things and I am not going to change. This is, for example, I can say, if maybe, let's talk about language learning. In language learning, I can say maybe if you are in school, you learned Spanish in your school, and you are taught by your teacher, this is how you learn. You take phrases, you memorize, you read, you do this. So that is how you are taught in your school. So if you have a fixed mindset and now you are learning a new language, you are going to have that same mindset by saying, I'm going to do grammar, I'm going to memorize, I'm going to, like, you're going to do the things that you did with your teacher, and you're not going to bother to look for new methods anymore, or you won't even look for advice from other people on language learning, because we are always changing, and as they say, change is constant. Change is the only thing that is constant. It will always be there, and the world is ever changing. So if you are watching this video, I believe you have a growth mindset because you want to see new things in language learning. Okay, but we always need to improve. The second mindset that Carol Dweck described was the growth mindset. The growth mindset. The growth mindset is a mindset that someone has, that they usually think, yes, I am here, but I can get here. I am good, but I can get better. They always look for ways to improve themselves. Let's go back again to what I was talking about, language. So you have been taught languages a certain way while you are in school learning. And after you get out of school and you want to learn a new language on your own, you try to look for advice, you look for mentors, you look for something that can help you at your level. Okay, you look for something outside, because you know there is always information that can help you grow. You always need to keep growing. So that is a growth mindset. So between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, which one do you have? And do you want to improve, or do you want to stay there? Okay, it depends with you. And now let's go to language learning. What is language learning? Language learning is consciously learning language rules as it is defined by Google or by Stephen Krashes. Okay, he said language learning is consciously learning language rules. So for example, if you are using a textbook, so you know you are learning this is how it's supposed to be, blah blah blah, doing grammar. Yeah, so consciously acquiring, not acquiring, consciously learning language rules. That is language learning. And what is language acquisition? Language acquisition is the opposite. This is acquiring the language unconsciously. Okay, acquiring the language unconsciously. For example, when you are a child, you are acquiring the language without knowing. Okay, you used to hear adults saying things, or maybe they call you and you acquire, oh, so that's how they call people. So when you are an adult, you can acquire a language through reading. When you read, they usually say it is a very good way for you to acquire the language without knowing, acquire the pattern, acquire the grammar, but acquisition is a long process. So it is very important for you to both learn and acquire, combine both methods, and you're going to get to your destination quite faster, as I have done on my own. Okay, so we have defined a mindset, fixed mindset, and growth mindset, and we have defined language learning and language acquisition. Between language learning and language acquisition, what do you use, or what would you like to start using? That's a question I leave unto you. Now, let's go to top 3 things that can help you be unshaken when you want to learn a language. The first thing is motivation. Are you motivated to learn that language? For example, I will give you my story when I started learning Filipino. That is 4 years or 5 years ago when I started learning Filipino or Tagalog. So my first motivation was that I just felt something in me. There are some times where you just feel something and you want that thing. So that was my first motivation. I just followed my instincts, and after that I got more motivations. Motivation is very important for you to learn a language, because if you don't have motivation, you will keep on procrastinating. By the way, I have created a video on procrastination in language learning. If you are suffering with procrastination, I'm going to push that video at the end of this video for you to go and watch it. How to stop procrastinating if you are procrastinating. So I'm telling you the reason why you could be procrastinating, and what you can do to avoid procrastination. I do understand sometimes in language learning you lose motivation to continue learning. You don't lack, you lose motivation to continue learning, but it stays for a while, then you get back to the position to continue language learning. And there is a very good way for you to continue language learning when you lose motivation. Subscribe to Swahili Kingdom to be watching such videos of encouragement. Okay, so motivation, we have two types of motivation. The first one is intrinsic motivation that comes from inside. Okay, for example, I'll give you my example that I've just said with Filipino or Tagalog. I had motivation from inside. I had an instinct, go learn this language, and I started learning. Okay, it was coming from inside, intrinsic. The other motivation is from outside. So you see things outside and you are motivated to learn. For example, if you see your friends are learning a language, you can be motivated to learn. You say, oh, I also want to learn a language like my peers. Or if you are in a foreign country, you can also say, I want to learn a language because I'm in this foreign country. I want to understand other people. Okay, you can also learn a language because maybe a job can be outside motivation. Okay, so you need to look at yourself. What kind of motivation do you have? Is it inward or outward? Okay, and the inward motivation is the dominant main motivation that will keep the fire burning for you to continue. But we both have both inward and outward motivation, and they are important to have them both. The second thing is goal or objective. Why are you learning that language? I completely understand that when you start learning a language, you might not have like a clear goal or objective. I have watched different videos of polyglots or some language learners who are not yet polyglots, who says that if you want to start language learning, you need to have a goal. But sometimes we don't have a goal when we start learning that language. I have been in that place and I have gotten a goal finally. After starting learning that language, I get a goal on why I am learning that language. A goal will really push you to continue learning and learning and learning and learning. An example of a goal can be maybe job. If you want to get a job in another country and that country is speaking another language, so that can be your goal, your target. Okay, and another goal can be, let's say if you are a student, you want to study in another country, okay, and you want to learn the language that is spoken to in that country for you to be able to go there, study, interact with people. I was talking to someone recently, I think few weeks ago or a month ago, who told me that she has been in Spain. She went to study in Spain, but she couldn't speak a Spanish word. Okay, she couldn't speak any Spanish word. And as she continued staying there, she got people who are inviting her for a party. She told me that Spanish people are very bubbly and outgoing and like friendly. So Spanish people were inviting her, let's go for a get together, let's go for a party, let's go to our church, let's go. And you know, that area, they were only speaking Spanish, they were not eloquent in English. Yeah, so she used to tell them, I'm coming, but when she reached in her house or when she got home, she just knew she was not going there because she was embarrassed, she was scared that she couldn't speak their language and they don't speak English. So when she goes there, everything will be a mess. So that is what she was telling me. And she told me, I really admire the way you are learning languages, and now I really want to learn Spanish. So that she was here in Kenya, but she just went back. And she told me, and now I want to learn languages. For me, when I go there to continue studying, I will be able to speak to Spanish people and at least interact, because it is not very good when you can't interact with people. You are just in the house, you are lonely, you are By the way, the course that she used to do was in English, so that's why she was not that eloquent in Spanish. Okay, so the third thing is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. In the book Mindsets, Carol Dweck talks about this as well. Believing in yourself is very paramount or very important. If you don't believe in yourself, no one is going to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself for other people to believe in you, to believe in your dream, to believe in anything that you are believing in. First, they usually say you are the first asset. Okay, so start believing in yourself, start pouring positive things into yourself, and the rest will come out. Like, people will naturally start believing in you, and the world is going to help you. You need to start by helping yourself first before any other person comes to help you. Okay, so believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay, and now I'm going to give you 7 ways you can improve language learning, or you can improve your mindset in language learning. The first one is set realistic goals. Of course, we always have the main goal. Let's say, for example, my main goal is learning Spanish because I want to study in Spain and I want to take a course that will be in Spanish. Okay, that is my main goal. Then I have small goals or objectives for me to be meeting, maybe each month or whatever. You always need to have a target for you to hit, because if you don't have a target or where you want to hit, where are you going to hit? You're going to go anywhere that the wind is going to take you. So have something that you are looking at. Okay, then we have embrace mistakes. Embrace mistakes. I have noted that most of the people, and I used to do this as well, when they make a mistake, they really critique themselves. They really think they shouldn't make mistakes. I think yesterday or this week, I read something on stoicism where they said, just know that when you are in this world, you are learning. Okay, anything that you are coming across is teaching you a lesson, and just learn the lesson. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say that I have done mistake, I should have done this way, this is wrong, this is right, I should do. No, just know you are learning. When you bump into a mistake, or when you make a mistake, learn from it. Next time, don't make the mistake. Or you can make the mistake, forgive yourself, continue. Maybe the 4th time, the 3rd time, you are not going to make that mistake again, because we are learning. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself. The 3rd thing is positive self-talk. This is quite important, guys. It is very good for you to speak to yourself in a positive way, because the world is very cruel. The world is going to give you all the negativity, but you need to block them by having positivity inside you. How do you do that? Speak to yourself positively. The 4th way is seek feedback. Seek feedback. Feedback is very important, and entrepreneurs can tell you this. If you have a product, for example, and you approach your clients, you ask them for feedback for you to refine it. It is very important. It is going to be perfect, or they usually say there's nothing as perfect. You can always improve. So it is going to be great. Okay, so feedback is very important. If you have a teacher, you can ask feedback from them. If you have a friend, if you have a community, just join somewhere for you to be getting feedback on what you are doing. It is quite important, guys. You can start by giving yourself feedback, okay, doing something, and then coming and critiquing what you have done. The 5th thing is to stay curious. They usually say if you are curious, you are going to learn a lot. Stay curious, be like a sponge and absorb the information, absorb the water around you, but know what you are absorbing. Okay, stay curious by absorbing things in language learning, things that can help you. Listen, watch to videos, listen to podcasts, take things that are positive or things that you think are good for you. I believe that everyone knows what they need. It is deep inside you. You know what you need. You don't need anyone else to tell you what you need. So just watch, listen, and then counter. What do you need in this video? Don't take everything. What do I need in this video? Take that one and proceed. As I said, we are learning. Okay? Then the sixth thing is to practice regularly. And with practicing regularly, there comes a routine. You need to have a routine. Why? Because a routine will help you to be disciplined. Because you'll be knowing at this time, I am going to do this. I am going to learn this language at this time. Every day, every day, every day, every day. No matter what comes, you have that routine. You are going to do this. But of course, don't be too hard on yourself. Say positive self-talk and don't be too hard on yourself. The last thing is join a community. A community can help you by giving you motivation. It can help you by giving you feedback. A community can help you in many ways. For example, I'm a beginner in French, but I am in a community where we learn once a week. Okay? And I am very encouraged by that community. When I lose motivation in learning French, like I talked about this recently in my TikTok, so follow me on TikTok as well, Swahili Kingdom, to be seeing things that I talk about every day. Monday to Friday, I upload videos on TikTok on my daily life, okay, like all the things that I am doing. It's not a vlog, okay. So I talked about losing motivation, and I told you guys on TikTok that I have gained the motivation again, and I told you the reasons. I also talked about in my newsletter. You can subscribe in my newsletter down in the description box below, and you are going to get this information, okay, private information that I am not uploading on YouTube or on TikTok, okay, for us to connect personally, okay. Yeah, so a community can really help you, and the community has helped me with my French motivation, yeah, guidance, and you just learn things that you could have never learned, maybe if you were not there. Okay, so that is the end of this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and kindly subscribe down there. Share this video, like and comment how you found this video. If you want any video like this, or if you have any topic, any idea of videos like this one, just comment down below, and I'm going to create something around it, and I will make a video for you and for others, because I know, just as one of my favorite people said, what is personal is universal. So what you think is personal to you is universal. Other people might be needing it, okay? So just comment down below. And if you found this video really helpful and you want to support me financially, you can buy me a coffee. The link is down in the description box below as well. Thank you so much again. And the video that I told you I was going to recommend, if you are procrastinating and how to avoid it, go watch it. It's recommended here, okay, here on screen. Just click it and watch. See you in the next video. Bye.